Would you like to start?
Yeah, it's starting now.
Okay.
It started. Hello, everybody. Here we are in our lovely interview series with Kevin at trucking school, helping you, understand what you're actually going to be doing at trucking school. So, Kevin, hello. It's day... Oh, are you pointing at Winnebago?
It's day 1.
You're pointing at Winnebago.
Of week 4.
Okay, day 1 of week 4, which I would like to say officially is the final week. Though if you don't pass, you can stay on longer.
Yes.
But it is a 4-week program. So this is the big finale. Here we go. Tell us about your day.
Well, actually, the fact that it's the 4th week is really starting to concern me because I've only been driving twice, and the first time I just went around the block a few times. It's not like I was in traffic or, in situations where I'd have to shift and watch and turn signal and all that. I've only done that actual driving once. So this morning we were talking about it and, kind of thinking ahead. And
We who? You and other students?
and the guys, yeah.
Okay.
So you can test after 140 hours in the of class time at school or whatever. And so today I have 128.
Ooh.
So by lunchtime Wednesday, I'll be eligible to test. So tomorrow I can go in and go to the examiner and say, schedule me for a test. I'll have 140 hours on Wednesday. So the thing that worries me is I'm not getting the driving time. So I didn't get any driving time today. I did a couple of maneuvers in the yard like usual. And 2 trucks went out taking people on rides, but I didn't go. So if I don't do any rides tomorrow, I'm not going to be very well prepared for an exam on Wednesday.
Is the exam open road as well, or is it just the maneuvers?
The exam is 3 parts. The first part is the vehicle inspection.
Yes.
With hundreds of items to name and talk about all the way down the truck.
Yeah, in exactly the right words.
The second part is the maneuvers in the yard. So you go straight back and then you do an offset reverse and then you do a parallel parking to the right. And the third part is your road test. You're out on the road driving around. So we saw one guy fail today in the first part, the vehicle inspection. He didn't get very far at all, and that was the end of it.
Okay, but you've been practicing that since before school even started.
I got that pretty good, and the yard maneuvers are coming along pretty good. I think I can pass that. I'm not perfect, but I can get a passing mark. And the thing that worries me is the road. We're not getting time driving around. And so we the second guy that tested today, he was successful. He passed. So he did everything good.
Nice.
And so this morning, roll call, and then the usual, let's shuffle this truck and shuffle that truck and figure out which one works and which one's good enough to take on the street. Oh, no, switch these 2 and blah, blah, blah. And
blah,
then,
blah, blah, blah.
And then...
Is that trucker talk?
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
We were doing the vehicle inspections next, and I noticed the list came out, so I ran over and got my name on the list, so I was 7th.
Uh-huh. That's my favorite number.
7th in line for practicing maneuvers today.
Nice. That's better than my second favorite, which is 33. You would have been way down the list.
I figure even if I, if I get out on the road in the morning, I can still do maneuvers in the afternoon because I'm still early on the list, and it starts over probably an hour after lunch.
Mm-hmm.
And if I go out in the afternoon, I will have already gotten in some maneuvers, so it's a perfect slot. But didn't go out. So.
What, you didn't go out a second time?
Didn't go out on the road, so I got to practice maneuvers twice.
Yes.
Today.
Yes.
I think my second time was 12:45 or something like that.
Mm-hmm. And you'd been off this weekend, so did you notice a difference, or was it all still good?
I was rusty when I did the vehicle inspection. I forgot a couple of things, so I practiced it twice today, and I got it down pat. The maneuvers. I did okay in the morning. I did like 1 correction and then got it in really good. So that's pretty close. And then in the afternoon, I felt dehydrated. I was waiting for my turn, and so I'm standing there watching and thinking about the moves and seeing what the other guys are doing. And then I thought, I am really thirsty because it warmed up today quite a bit.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, so I'm out there in just my t-shirt, and I was hot, and I could feel my mouth was dry, and I thought I better get something to drink. I can't wait until after my turn. As a matter of fact, if I'm dehydrated, I don't think straight. So I ran in, I got a big drink, and came back. I pretty much drank my whole mug, and I was still thirsty. So then I knew I'd pushed it too far. And then I came out, and I got on the truck like 5 minutes later. So in the first maneuver, straight back and offset to the left and into a parking spot, I had to pull up and correct twice. I didn't get it straight in the way I should, so I had to like pull up and correct. And then when I came around to do the parallel parking, I got it in position, and somehow I entered the slot really early, like up ahead. So as I brought the tractor into the spot, I was over the line, so I pulled up. Then I tried to bring it in again, and I hit a cone at the front of the truck.
You hit a cone today?
With the instructor standing right next to it.
Oh boy!
Okay, so then
Was that your first cone today, other than when the guy basically told you to drive over it?
Yeah. Yeah, that was last week.
Okay,
So-
well, you had to do it at least once.
Yeah, but then I knew I was not going to get it, so I had to pull completely out, line up again, and start going back in, and then I got it.
And that would
So-
now, I mean, I guess on the one hand, it would make you more nervous, but at the same time, I kind of figured you'd have to hit it at least once, you know? So now you got that out of the way. Good, check.
Check.
Well done.
Yeah.
Killed a cone.
So the next thing,
But wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you hit the cone, could you feel it?
no. No.
Interesting. Okay.
No, it's a big, solid, heavy truck, and the engines, they're rumbling and grumbling away, and Oh, and the first maneuvers I did in the morning, I noticed a flashing warning on the dashboard, so I looked down and it said low fuel.
Oh
right?
no.
and last week I noticed some other problem with the truck, and they had to switch trucks because of it. So this morning I finished my moves, and then I got out and I went over to the instructor and I said, "There's a low fuel warning flashing on the dash." He's like, "Oh really?" And then a minute later he's like, "Kevin, take that truck to the other side." Or no, he said, "Go over to the other side, get the truck that they're inspecting, they're practicing their inspections." And so we switched the two trucks, rolled them around the other side. So that was my contribution to the class. And there was still 1/8 of a tank, but he said, if you run out of fuel on those, it's very bad. It's on a big truck like that. First of all, you have to prime the pump again, so you got this little plunger, and you're going like 500 times to get it out of the tanks up to the fuel pump on the engine. So you're like, got this little pumper. He's like, it takes a long time. And the other thing is when you get down to the bottom of the tank, you pick up sludge, you might pick up water, your filters are going to be all gucked up. Now you got to change the filters and drain all that garbage
Domino
out.
effect.
Yeah, so don't let it go low ever. So we parked it, and it's gonna need a fill up. And the next one, the one I pulled in there, it was under a quarter of a tank, but that should have lasted us all day. But I think both those trucks are gonna need fuel tomorrow. Anyway, so the next thing that happened was I'm going to write my exam for hazmat endorsement. But before they give you the endorsement, you have to get a background check. So that's really the first step, because the background check takes 3 or 4 weeks. So I made an
Especially
appointment.
with your kind of background.
Yeah.
They're going to be shocked.
I made an appointment to go and do that. So I went there after school.
Yeah.
And I had my
Where
passport.
do you go? Where do you make an appointment?
It's government offices that, this is actually a third-party place that does government documents and stuff like that.
Is there like a name for something like that?
Yeah, I can't remember.
Background checking office, or?
No, it's like Quick Stop Government Services. Like, it's a little office in a strip mall, nothing big.
Okay.
You go in, you take a number, or you make an appointment these days.
And the school told you who to contact.
Yeah, the school gave me a piece of paper with the different locations in Arizona, and you have to go online and make an appointment, and it asks you questions like, do you have a criminal background? Have you ever been, tested for drugs? Have you ever
been arrested?
Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Are you charged or awaiting trial right now, and all this other stuff? What's your citizenship? Where were you born? you know, and bring ID proving your citizenship and like a photo ID. So not like when we did the other thing to get the CDL, we had to have Social Security card, proof of citizenship. Some people brought birth certificate, all kinds of stuff. But this was simple. It was just a passport. I didn't need my Social Security card, just a passport and driver's license. So I went and did that, and they take your fingerprints. They don't use ink anymore. It's like a little electronic glass thing, and answer the questions again. Are you a felon? Are you convicted of this or that? Are you been charged with this or that? And then they want your email, so they will email you the notice when it's ready. And she said it could take anywhere from 5 to 30 days. And I'm thinking, yeah, it'll take 30 days.
That's very negative and pessimistic.
Yeah, she's very optimistic too. Anyway, so
all right, I'm putting out. Let's see, 10 days is my guess.
So the plan is,
what's the plan?
When I get tested, do my 3 tests at the school. Then I get the paperwork saying, okay, you passed, go get your CDL. I go down to the motor vehicles and say, I want my CDL, but while I'm here, I'll write my endorsements for tanker, doubles, triples, and hazmat. So I'll do the quizzes at the time. So when they issue me my license, they'll already have the other endorsements on it. And then when the background check comes in, I get emailed that it's complete, and they will email motor vehicles as well. So I go back to motor vehicles at that point, hand in my license, and they hand me the new one with the hazmat endorsement as well.
Yay!
So that's how it's planned.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm going to pass my
tests
on Wednesday. But
yes, you will.
I still have till Friday to get it done this week, because I'll reschedule you and you get to try again.
Yeah.
So let's see how this week pans out.
Okay. Very good. Sounds like a plan.
All right, I got to go study. I got a lot of tests this week. Come on, let's go.
Okay. All right. Fine. We'll let you go study. So thank you very much for all that information for your day 1, week 4 at Phoenix Truck Driving Institute. And our lovely audience, if you have any questions or comments, please put them below and give us a like. And remember, push that button and subscribe. That's it from Tanya and Kevin. With love. Bye.